What's going on, my good people? What's going on? We are live for another episode of Brothers Vent 2. It's your boy Swift. I'm coming to you from Austin, Texas at my pop spot. I'm drinking on his stuff tonight. I think it's Uncle Nearest. I think. And also, shout out to Yo Yo, Yolanda for the I Believe shirts. Absolutely. Repping Jack State all day, every day. I just don't like the red.
What's up, man? This your boy T coming from the A by way of law. You already know. Representing the brand tonight, yeah. On that Honey Jack. Ugh. That's my go-to. And let's get right to it.
Good evening. I'm your conscience. I will be facilitating things this evening. There'll be no lies, no capping allowed. Jay Ward, that goes for you, sir. Let's just have a good show. I am your conscience.
What's going on, y'all? Hey, time out. Why he look like he in a booth speaking in the mic? He done
Hey, I got the sound check on this bitch, nigga.
The boy done bought a mic and he done upgraded. He took it in the booth.
Straight
What's going on, y'all? It's Jay Ward coming to you from rainy Shreveport. I just want to give a shout out to my LB, Corey Brown, and extend my condolences to him. And also to my family. We lost my Aunt Vivian. Rest in peace, Aunt Vivian. So I just want to shout those people out and, love on your people, man, while they're here. Because once they're gone, they're gone, So love on you folks. I'm drinking some Cutwater tequila, and I'm going to take a shot of this fireball every time E say something stupid.
Hey, that's gonna be gone in 10 seconds. You could have started drinking as soon as you said I was your cousin.
Something stupid.
It's your boy Rob coming to you from Tampa by way of Mississippi. Always drinking on the wine. Prayers up to the people on the coast of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. They're getting hit by the hurricane right now, so thoughts and prayers to them. Let's get right to it.
Hey, Dwight Howard fighting, dog.
He probably got whooped.
Oh, well, he gave Jimmy Butler a little elbow there.
Oh, shut that shit up.
Listen.
Anyway.
All right.
Every time E say, you know what I'm saying, we gonna drink. Every time Crowley say round, we gonna drink.
Every time T say lame, everybody take a drink.
How we gonna make it through the show?
We not.
Not.
We not.
For sure.
Rob,
Mixtape coming soon.
Rob, we
Rob
gonna move. Hey, my fault, people. This shit.
Crowley already drunk.
Hey, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. But this your boy Crowley coming from the Jack. Definitely want to tell my people in the SIP, hold it down. Louisiana, y'all definitely be safe out there. Man, basically, I'm on that. Take that. That's a rock. So let's get it.
All right, we're gonna jump right into it. I ain't gonna get
Crowley on the clear, we in trouble.
Crowley on that brown, son.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Kim, Brenda, Erica, Brenda? I know Fifi on here. Annika, how y'all doing?
Man, shout out to all our faithful listeners, our new listeners, and our listeners who hanging in there.
When we get merchandise, so we start promoting, we letting y'all go for free. But getting right into it, we see a lot of talk on social media and in these communities about who we should date, how we should be with someone, having that relationship, that spiritual connection, all these other rhetoric people use to talk about the spouse and the person you should marry, right? And another conversation that popped up is you should marry someone that's your best friend, and not looking at marriage as a business thing, but like you can spend time with them anytime. I remember last episode y'all said y'all can be with someone 24/7, but this is someone you can spend a lot of time around, right? This is your best friend. That's what people say you should start talking to and dating for marriage. Make sure that is someone you can really spend the rest of your life with. So I'm gonna ask you guys: do you think that when it comes to your spouse or your potential partner, your lifelong partner, their relationship, it should be someone you consider your best friend, or it can be just something else? I don't know how to put that something else. I'm gonna let E talk about it. Maybe he can get into something else. But do you think you can marry someone that's not your best friend, or do you have to be best friends with your partner for it to work out?
Okay, so me and my partner are best friends. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, to whereas like I know her, she know me. We know each other's habits, so we can kind of coexist. So it's not that much tension. We don't argue like at all. Out of 3 years, I think it's been maybe like two big disagreements. That's it. But the main thing is because what I think causes conflict is like somebody always trying to influence the other person, and then sometimes like people just don't want to go for it. That's what leads to it. So I think it's possible to marry somebody that's not your best friend if y'all already know what it is, because they can be y'all might disagree on political affiliations, right? She might be a cold-hearted Republican, you a downright Democrat. But like just because like y'all disagree on that don't mean y'all can't get married, even though there might be like the dividing factor between y'all or something like that. Or like how many times do you see black people marry white people? They don't be best friends. They just understand it.
What?
They don't be listen. You think them NBA dudes be marrying them white people because the white chicks because they their best friends? No, it's an arrangement. It's an arrangement.
Hey, Jay Ward, did you turn up Jay Ward?
Oh my god!
Did you turn up Jay Ward?
I'm just saying. But I think you should be, best friends with your partner. You know what I'm saying? It makes the journey easier and more enjoyable. Because y'all have something that's y'all have a bond to share. Y'all get to build better. I wouldn't want to be around somebody that's like that I can't stand. That shit would get on my nerves. And then you gotta be married to somebody you can't stand. No, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I'm out.
So before we continue, let me ask this question. I think I know what one person gonna say. Is there anyone that?
Hello, Grandma. How you doing?
Is there
Hey, Grandma.
Grandma here? Hey, Grandma.
That my baby.
Hey, chill out, T.
Yeah.
Is there anyone on here that does not believe you have to be best friends with your partner for y'all to be married for it to work out?
I ain't gonna say best friends.
Jay Ward, what?
I ain't gonna say best friends. I ain't gonna say you gotta sing that song, My Buddy, and all of that, but definitely a friendship on a level of trust and honesty. But some things need to be I true, don't get me wrong, we friends, but I'm not a big shopper. So you talking to me about a pair of heels or something like that ain't the interest of me. That's what your homegirls may be for. Y'all remember that episode of Martin where he tried to be Gina's best friend?
Yeah.
That's on some real stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's a certain level of friendship where I want to be, where it's honesty, trust, things like that, for as far as what you talk about when friendship comes, a bond. But some things I'm just not trying to talk with or about to my lady, and vice versa, that she's not trying to talk to me about. Don't get me wrong, I know a woman have a cycle, but if she really in some shit that day, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, she can be like, baby, I'm not in, I'm cramping up a little bad, but she can go into detail with her best friend homegirl about what the hell going on.
Right.
I'm good on that as long as it ain't nothing medical wise. So it will be a level, and some things she can lead to telling the homegirls, you know what I'm saying, that I'm cool with not just talking about. As long as there's trust and honesty there, we cool on that friendship level. We can play around like friends do, things that friends are able to do. But some stuff, hey, leave it to the homegirls. Some stuff, leave it to the fellas.
Gotcha. Let me go to the comments real quick before I come to you, Jay Ward. Annika said, well, they say friends make the best lovers. Alicia, the only night I can't remember was after drinking Fireball. So that means Jay Ward about to be out of there. Jay, best friends. I wouldn't say best, but at least be friends and be building. You'll never truly know that person fully because it's a forever growing process. Okay.
It's good stuff, Jay.
Britt, it can grow to be that. It just comes down to acceptance and tolerance. Don't try to mold them. Let the friendship journey develop naturally. I think I see a pattern going across. Tabitha, we need to be closer than me and my girls. Okay. And Annika, as time goes on, it will continue to develop. So I think the women are saying just let time, take its place and let the friendship develop, and eventually y'all will get there. Jay Ward, but you said
Why
no.
y'all
You
get
don't have to
married?
do
Y'all
that.
ain't
Hold
friends?
on. Let me interject real fast.
Go ahead.
What you say? E?
I was saying, like, why y'all getting married if y'all ain't at least friends on that level though?
All right. So let me say this too. All right.
Damn, Jay Ward.
That's a good question.
He already
But
drunk.
That's a
but
good
that's
question.
but that's why I say it's levels to it, because think about it. It's a lot of women that go shopping behind they dudes back in high clothes and high shoes and go catch these sales on when they go eat. Trust me, I work in a women environment, and they throw it in their trunk, and you know what I'm saying. They keep it there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I can't let him see this. I gotta sneak this in. He can't know I just bought this yet. I'm gonna slide it on. I'm be like, I hid this in the back of the closet, and be like, boy, I've been here. Come on, man. So let's not sugarcoat. I know you're gonna have some who gonna jump in and be like, oh, we gotta be the best as the best friends. I'm gonna tell them everything. Stop lying. Don't lie to yourself.
What you think, Jay Ward?
Here you go. Here
So
you go.
I think I am the different. I come from a different mindset of some of the other brothers. I don't think that you need to be best friends or you have to be best friends with your spouse or your significant other. Swift did mention business deals. Marriages used to be absolutely a business deal. Up until a certain amount of years ago, it was a business deal, and some people still operate this way. Like, what do you? I know plenty of people, debutantes and things, who only date a specific group of guys, and it's almost like arranged marriages. If your last name ain't this, or this, then you're not marrying anyone from my family. Like, it's old money, and that's how they keep that old money in the family, and they just grow to love each other. Not saying that that's the best way to do it or whatever. Also, someone doesn't become your friend because you get married. More than likely, you were already friends. A lot of friendships are ended because you decided to cross over that threshold of being just friends. So, we tried this and we didn't work out as a couple. Now we can't go back to being best friends. So now I've lost someone who I really considered my friend because we're not compatible as a relationship. So I think that's one thing. Um, and I'll bring my last topic up. I mean, my last point on this in a second. And this is speaking to the old scumbag in me that I used to be back in the day. I never met a woman that I wanted to be friends with. If I met you, it was not because I wanted to hang out with you. That was not my intent. Like, no. And I
For
think
real,
men who
Jay,
say,
for real,
Yep.
you didn't
I
see
think
nothing cool about them, or see no intellect that would
if we
just.
had commonalities, then yes. But I never saw a girl walk past me on campus and be like, man, I bet she fun as hell to play Connect Four with. No, I didn't think like that.
But I don't play Connect Four, so I guess
So
Connect
I'm
Four.
trying to
He
connect
trying to
some dots,
connect
but not
four, all
those.
right.
You trying to make both.
So I
Hey,
do
Jay
think
Ward,
that
hey,
you.
time out. Jay Ward, you used to hit them with, "Hey, come over and play board games."
Doing
We'll talk about
massage
that
and
later.
stuff.
We'll talk
Start
about
with
that
the
later.
massage.
Ladies,
Put that in
not.
the group chat.
All right, so so really, I feel like you should be friends with this person and you should be honest with them and be able to be real with them. You can have fun with them and have similar interests, but being best friends, I don't necessarily think that that's a requirement. It may happen in some rare occasions, but um, I also feel like as a man and as a woman, you need same sex interactions. And I think that's why a lot of men definitely become almost miserable in their relationships or marriages because they cut out all of their male friends because a lot of when you get into a committed relationship, and this might be another topic, a lot of people in committed relationships, women a lot of times don't, and men, they don't want you hanging with your single friends. So you kind of have to weed them out because, oh, he always in the club, so you can't go hang with him. You can't, she's always in the club, so you can't go hang with her because she got different interests than you. So you need male.
She out here thotting. That's what it is, J Ward.
It's not thotting.
That's why you
I told you gonna finish it.
But no,
so you need that male interaction because a man, and then also last point, you need two last points. You need if you are in a relationship, you need a relationship couple to be friends with, meaning that your girl get along with his girl and you get along with him, because then it's like y'all can talk about those things and give each other advice, and it's just a couple who, they're a couple, you're a couple, and you can hang out with them and y'all can just kind of feed off each other. But I do want to say this. I don't need and my friends are always honest with me. I need someone that's going to push me, motivate me, and be honest with me, and give me, somebody that's going to motivate me to do my best. That's what I'm looking for out of my woman, and to be my safe place, my safe haven, and to be my, my peace, if you will. So I don't necessarily need another friend for that. I need that intimacy. I want my spouse to be who I'm intimate with, not necessarily who I want to go hang out and watch the game, even though it's a plus if she likes sports. But, I want to go and hang out with my friends on that.
But let me touch on the point you brought up, because you said that maybe you should date or have friends that are couples, and maybe you shouldn't have those single friends. If I remember correctly, one of our brothers left the group chat because he said the exact same thing. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say his name.
So on another level, I see a lot of the women saying that they actually was swept up on board games.
Really?
Like I've seen a few comments that
a lot.
Fifi said Twister got it. I think that was Gabrielle or Miss Martin. I'll just say that much.
No, wait, Rob won with Twister? Damn, Rob.
No, Rob told this story.
Positions.
Rob told this story, but go ahead. Oh, let me make this final point. But we saw him leave the group chat because he said exactly what J Ward said, and we saw what happened later down the line. So
bro,
I don't know about that one.
If you let a group chat affect your relationship, bro, you don't need to be in a relationship. Say you can't blame a group chat for
but hold on,
your relationship.
After you so-called take yourself out of that environment, you still tend to
not the environment.
Put yourself in positions to mess up without being in that so-called detrimental environment, which that environment definitely proved not to be detrimental, because within that environment you have individuals who are able to still thrive, give off wisdom without withering
your relationship
to others who may be different.
Bro, trying to be politically correct. If you don't say what the hell you trying to say,
basically, motherfuckers don't let motherfuckers influence them. They grown ass men about their shit.
Exactly.
Basically.
So to that point, is it the relationship is really having a friend that's in another relationship is gonna make your relationship stronger? Or is it just you ain't shit? Like
it doesn't.
You can lean on common issues. Like I take, for example, Rob and Fee. I like how they work out together. So that's something that that's inspirational. So that's like, oh look, now I can bring that up in conversation. Like, well, Rob and Phoebe, they work out together, and you just use as an example. Which you can really use all AB men. You can really use all alpha beta men as an example for anything pretty much good. So I can lean on any one of those brothers.
Man, use yourself as an example.
Rob, what you get? Before we go too far, Rob, what you get?
All right, so I don't think you need to be best friends to be married. I think you need to be best friends to stay married. So that's different. You can be friends and be married, but the marriage, as the marriage goes further, there's a difference between friends and best friends. So if there's at a point you can't talk to your lady about this chick that just walked by that looked really good, nice outfit, body looked great, and she not feel self-conscious about you all in your relationship.
I
The same
knew
way you
you
can
and
talk
Fee
to
be
your boys
looking at
about
them
that.
women. I knew you and Fee be looking at them honeys.
So,
I knew it.
so there's a specific time or period in the relationship where a man wants to be completely vulnerable. He wants to be able to talk to his lady about anything, and she not doubt the relationship. Now you can do that. You can't do that if you all are not best friends. You can't do it. You can't talk to her about the stuff that happened in your past and her not look at you differently. You can't talk about the stuff that you're going through mentally and her not look at you differently if you all are not best friends. If you're friends, that's different. I think you have to be best friends to stay married. There's a difference between getting married as friends and then staying married as best friends. Because a lot of people get married, a lot of people don't stay married.
That's true.
Because the goal for some people is just to get married. The goal for a lot of people is to stay married. That's the hardest part. That's very difficult. And the longer the relationship goes, each person changes. Each person's dealing with something on their own in their own environment that causes them to change. And the person that you got married to is not the same person that you stay married to, because everybody changes. And so you have to be able to convey those changes to your spouse as you change and as she changes, and you all not lose one another based on the changes you all are both going through. You can't do that if you don't trust the person that you're with to be able to say those things openly, and he or she not be like, yeah, I'm gone. Another thing is, this quarantine has caused a lot of relationships to fail, because you cannot be in the same house with the person that you say that you're in a relationship with, and you all not like one another. I mean, you've seen them fall apart. I mean, how can you be in the house? Me and Phoebe in the house with each other. I was working. She's been here, but I've been getting off early. You can't be in the house with someone and you all literally hate each other's guts if you all are best friends. I mean, you got to be able to weather these type of storms. And so I think the longer you stay married, the friendship should grow, where you all go from friends to best friends in the marriage.
Let me go to the comments real quick. Martin, she did say my son dad got me with a game of Scrabble. Brittany Nicole, I just want to be able to confide in them when it matters and is needed. Other than that, I can talk to my girl best friend. Cherry Reese, my bestie is a male. I don't mind being married to a man that I'm friends with, but I don't want him replacing my bestie. Okay. Let me scroll down. E on here line. J Ward too. J Bree, I look at women, so why can't he? Oh Lord.
J Ward farting on people.
That social networking got somebody at what? What y'all talking about? We determined last week the AB is not for the streets. We need that on a shirt, team.
Hold on, wait. I saw somebody said that his wife made him leave. No, he
decided on his own.
Right. Talking about, he didn't want to surround himself. Like, I'm gonna be honest. We a group of men where iron sharpens iron. That's how we all have, become great and motivate each other. You choose to remove yourself out of that type of environment. That's all I'm gonna say is look at that individual.
Gotcha. And Tab said, I have an open door policy. He can express all vulnerability here. However, he needs to express himself that this is the safe place. Nothing off limits here. And that's how it should be.
But that's why I say it's levels to it. Like, it's nothing wrong with being friends with your spouse. Like, but I think somebody stated, like, it's certain things that it's okay if she tell her girls, and I don't need to hear that. Vice versa, like Jay Ward say, it's some things I want to do with my fellas that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say, baby, come along and do this with me. I'd rather say, fellas, come along and do this with me. But I'm gonna have respect and honesty and truth to tell her exactly what we're doing or what you know what I'm saying?
So let me go on and say this. Trina, we better than that. We are not for the streets. And Jay, we are not gonna start tonight. We're gonna start off on a good note. But what Rob said, people are getting married and not staying married. That's because most people are trying to get married to take Instagram pictures. But
shots fired.
Go ahead.
Listen. I'm just gonna put it out there. Me and my best friends, we 20 years deep. We 20 years in the game. So it's kind of hard for you to come through and be my best friend like that. And when I'm 20 years deep, you know what I'm saying? Now, you be my old lady, you my wife or whatever, you play your position. Your position is to be my wife. And if it eventually ends up you being my best friend, then that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Now you definitely have to be friends. You know, I'm not saying that you know you need to be married to somebody that's not your friend and you can't confide in that person, but like, okay, you have your friends that you talk to about whatever, but you have your wife that you should be able to talk to about anything or everything, you know, and people shouldn't try to compete for being best friends in a relationship. Like, okay, if you know what your relationship entails, then that's what it is. Like, okay, me and my old lady, we have a bubble. I don't care what goes on outside the bubble. All I care about what goes on inside the bubble. So that's how I kind of try to move my relationship, man. Because like at the end of the day, if something happens with your woman or wife or whatever you have, you still have your friends that you always had, and they're gonna be there because that's what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just crazy to me how people get mad because people have friends or people that they confide in or something like that. Now I will say this as far as with my relationship, like everybody know where they stand with me. So my best friends never will try to step on my woman because they know exactly how I feel about my woman. You see what I'm saying? They will never do anything to hurt my woman or try to interfere with something going on with me and my woman, you know, because they care about me so much, you know. So it's just crazy topic, man.
Last few comments, then we're gonna wrap it up. Trina said most people want the wedding and not the marriage. Jay Bree said go with the fellas because I'm going with the girls. Just bring your ass home and get this ass. As long as you bent over when I walk through the door. Trina said at them. So I got a whole thread of alphabet of men that are either married or in a serious married. And I'm in the wedding next month with my tail dog who get married to. Come on, y'all sleep. Y'all can stay asleep if y'all want to. If y'all want to list all the alphabet of men y'all should talk to, just message me and I got you. We'll start a dating service.
Next topic, Swill. Next topic.
I'll build the app.
You gonna build an app, E?
Yeah, it's gonna be an AB dating app.
Bet.
Oh
Kimberly.
yeah, we gonna get them ad dollars.
Right?
Yeah. Diversify our portfolio.
The reality of marriage, they don't make it past 3 years. They don't. Any final comments on this topic before we move on to the next one?
No, I think we all touched on it.
All right, moving on to the next one. So we talked about marriage and dating and being with someone, but it was an interesting post on social media that brought up this topic. I think her name B Simone.
Bird.
Butt ass naked on the bed. Okay. With legs open.
My.
Wait, no, Grandma. I'm sorry, Grandma. I didn't mean to put that up there.
I ain't see it. Where it went?
T did that.
I blame me.
But no, B Simone posted. No, it was a social media post about a woman marrying a guy with like 3 or 4 baby mamas, and she said, "I can be the 3rd or 4th baby mama as long as I'm the first wife." So we brought it up in the group chat, and I'm bringing it up here to y'all. Could you marry someone or seriously date someone with multiple baby daddies? As long as you're the first husband, could you date someone with multiple baby daddies? Because
first of all, I'm
the
not.
women were saying hell no, they couldn't do it. So what y'all say? What'd you say, E?
You go ahead, T. My bad.
I don't remember this coming up in the group chat.
I thought we did put it in the group chat.
Swift just pulled this question up.
Oh man, Swift be on me to take out.
I'm about to show it right now.
Oh, shit.
Shade room.
Give me a second. Touch on the topic while I pull it up.
Go ahead, Crow.
I remember when you dropped it, Swift. I'm gonna back you up. I'm gonna back you up real fast, Swift. All right. When it comes to that, for me, I will say this much: two baby daddies is my limit. And why I say that is because she could have been married one time, got married again, second time, and had, 2 kids in between that marriage. I could have had a baby, in college or high school, and then got married, had another baby. There's, 2 baby daddies. My thing is, once you all communicate and try to figure out what level, each individual is on, where you stand with your father's kids. I'm not gonna say baby daddies no more longer, but where you stand with your father's kids, as far as emotionally, physically, mentally, shit like that. Like that really counts when encountering, even if they have one, because shit can go left. Because anytime a child is involved, people are always on edge. To truly be honest, I am, I have a son, and I'm sorry. I told y'all from episode 1 all the way. I think this may be episode 31, 32. But shit, if somebody come, she brings somebody around my child, I'm gonna be, who is this person? I need to know, because if shit go left, but it's not for me punking them or nothing like that. I'm not trying to strike, you know what I'm saying, fear as far as I'm a baby daddy type or father son type shit. It's more so I'm protective of my child. Anything outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, to my limit. That to me kind of, that's where I'm at. That's where I stand.
Gotcha. So I guess we ain't gonna be on this topic too long. Go ahead.
Drop the bombshell.
Oh shit.
Oh, let me go before eating, because I'm gonna have to take a shot. Let me go.
No. This is gonna be real sensible. This is gonna be real sensible.
Boy,
This
please.
is a personal experience. Yes. This is a personal experience. Okay. So, in my past, right, I'm a man of principles. I operate based upon my personal code. That is, how I carry myself, right? My thing was to never get involved in a relationship with a woman that had a child before me. That's just my preference, because at that time you can't compete where you don't compare. The way a woman may feel about you you can't compare it to how she gonna feel about her child, because a child gonna always come first before your needs. You know what I'm saying? So in that instance, I'm being a self-aware person. I'm not about to throw my hat in that ring. I'm managing my expectations, you know what I'm saying, and not get into that. And I'm just managing hers as well. I'm letting her know from the door, you're not getting no relationship out of me. We can still, do what we do, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, the relationship, no. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not vest my emotions in that type of situation where both parties can get hurt, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm not emotionally available. So I sidestep that, but you know what I'm saying? I still get in there, jug around, you feel me? But
So you're saying you'll smash, but you won't be in a relationship with her?
Facts.
Just one, even if she got one?
Even if she got one, yeah. Straight up.
Well, why smash then?
Right.
Because it's already broken in.
Wait.
Drink the whole bottle. Drink the whole bottle.
Come on, man. Hey, take that whole thing to the head, Jay. Let's take the whole thing to the head behind that one. I'm gonna join you, Jay Ward.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just being real, man.
Okay, go ahead, Jay Ward. He muted for the rest of the show.
Wow.
I stand by my my original comment when he said that. I mean, I respect his opinion to not desire a relationship with a woman with kids, but like I said at that time, don't disturb that woman peace unless she knows that we just smashing. Now, if you've already established that and you let that be known that, hey, look, this is not going anywhere, we're just smashing, because I don't date women seriously or get into relationships with kids, then go for it. But don't mess that woman piece up thinking that y'all about to be together and she got her a good catch, because he ain't got no, oh shit,
Hey, I shouldn't have told him to take that last shot.
Jay,
Hey, that
Jay,
fireball was messing up.
What is going
Jay
on?
was
tonight?
drunk, man. Jay was.
It's
Nah,
a
my
fireball
phone fell off the stand. My bad. I'm back. I'm good. So like I said, like I agree with what he's saying as far as if he stands by what he stands by. But if you know that you're not going to, be with that woman, at least make your intentions known. But kind of like what Crowley was saying, I think it depends on the situation with these baby daddies or children's fathers, whatever you want to call them, and how did they come to be? Because falling in love, you really can't control who you fall in love with. And a lot of times you fall in love with someone and they were a really legitimate person and you guys had a child and it was all good until it wasn't. And that's something different as opposed to you just out here living reckless. But even then, it just depends on where I'm at in life and where she's at in life. I may be at a point in life where your kids are 15, 16, and we real close to having grown kids. So, it really doesn't matter. But I think the most important thing to me is, what is the relationship between you and the child's father? Are y'all beefing? Is he driving by your house still, thinking that, man, what you talking to him and him for? Or a lot of dudes, which is such a scumbag thing to do or evil thing to do, a lot of dudes use their child as a means to be in that woman's life. And they use it as a means to keep their foot in the door. And a lot of people backdoor and mess with their child's father or their child's mother. And that right there, I wouldn't be able to deal with, because if a dude feels like he still has access to you in that way, then he's going to always feel like he has access to you in every way. So I think that you have to make sure that, I know, the guy knows, everybody knows that there's no chance of y'all not only getting back together, but we ain't hugging, we not kissing, we just here because we have a child together and we're going to co-parent. So I think that's something that I would need to know. When the last time y'all smashed? And I think T brought this up. Like, if a person has a child like 3 years or younger, or 4 or 5 years or younger, them people probably just stop messing around, even if at all. So if they have a young child together, then they don't even know if they're not going to be together. So just be cautious about that.
Yeah, man, that definitely a rule, bro. You can't, 2, 3 years old, bro, stay away from it. Just smash, don't wife it. Now if the kid in junior high, 7th grade, something like that, then maybe you can attempt. And that's how I'm rocking. That was always a rule for me.
Let me go to the comments real quick. Jay said we all make mistakes. I don't mind him having outside kids. Just know I'm not having any unless I'm your wife. Blended families are created this way. Pat said it boils down to maturity. Gabrielle, as long as the mother of the kids don't keep up no drama, then I can be around. Relationships don't work out. Kids definitely don't make it easy. Everybody else said mute E. Hold on, let me go down first.
That's what happens when you speak the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? They come for
I think that Shania Nicole said, please keep E muted. Go ahead. Is hugging off limits too? I wouldn't say hugging.
Hell no, you do everything.
Church hugs, come on, man. You know what type of hugs I'm talking about, where he embracing you when you get out the car, and that ain't got nothing to do with your son because he got a handful of your cheeks. That ain't got nothing to do with your son.
That's how you get shot. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. That's my LB, man. He good. Go ahead.
I've been doing this blended family life for 10 years now, man. 10 years, where we both got kids that we brought into the relationship. So we've been doing this for a while. Multiple baby moms and baby dads. I wouldn't even want to get in a relationship with anybody myself. So this thing is hard, man. This thing is hard, man. Trying to juggle not only your kids together, your family together, but then having to deal with outside entities and their plans and you all's kids together. Doing the kid drop off like a drug deal in the back of a gas station, for the summer. Man, this stuff is not easy, man. Like, a lot of miles on your vehicle, a lot of money spent, and you got to do this for multiple kids. And then this isn't even taking into account that if the parents get along or not. Even if they get along, you got to juggle this whole thing. So people do stuff they need to do for their kids. That's what you do. You know, as a man, you got multiple kids. You know, you gonna basically put up with anything you need to put up with in order to take care of your kids and to see your kids and stuff like that. The issue is the person that you're with. Are they willing to put up with what you have to deal with for you to see your kids? That's the issue. Mm-hmm. Because for some people, if you have no kids or you have one child, and you come into a relationship with somebody that's got multiple kids, you probably don't want to deal with that, man. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Me personally, I would not do it. I wouldn't do it. It's already hard enough with what we got going on with our Brady bunch. If I had to deal with multiple dudes, I couldn't do it, man. It's too much. It's a lot. And then that's not even taking into account if you have a baby mama or baby dad that's just from hell. Like the devil still want to be with, like some people you can't get in check. They just crazy and they want to cause drama. And so their drama makes your relationship drama. And it's a lot, man. So hats off to anybody that's in that situation. You know, my prayers are with you. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
So T, when you go on, I want you to try to tackle this one too. Tab said women are expected to take on men with kids. It's baggage for men to take on women with kids.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on that anyway, you know, because Trina said this right here. Why is it more acceptable for a woman to date a man with kids, but if she had kids, y'all treat her like a used car? I'm gonna be honest, man. If I was y'all women, I don't even understand how women put themselves in that situation anyway. Like, I'm not gonna do it. And you know, some like some of no offense, some of not none AB bros, but some of the Sigma bros, you know, they have multiple baby mamas, like 2, 3. You know, some Sigmas that I know, not Alpha Beta, but some Sigmas that I know, maybe got E line. I mean, my bad, never mind. But you know, anyway, you know, I mean. I'm just messing with y'all. But nah, I'm just saying non-alpha beta bros, but multiple baby mamas. Like,
hey,
wait.
There wasn't even E talking that time, Jay Ward. Did you just have to take one?
Wow.
Listen. All I'm saying is it couldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking it away from the brother that have multiple baby mamas, but it's like, sometimes you gotta, you know, put the blame on the woman for even, you know, dating people like that or seeing change behavior or thinking that they can change that person. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that once you trash, you're gonna always be trash or something like that. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong, but that's something that I would stay away. Like, I guess we'll say a one baby daddy rule or whatever. And like Jay Ward said earlier, if the kid is young, I'm staying away. You know what I'm saying? If the kid is a little older, then maybe. It depends on the relationship between the woman and the guy. Now, if he a baby daddy from hell, you know, we could deal with that. I like my line brother Rob was talking about dealing with baby daddy from hell. Like, everybody know Rob got 50,000 guns. Ain't nobody finna run up on Rob.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, hello. I beg to differ. It's some crazy ninjas. Y'all know it's some crazy ninjas.
I got PTSD on my side, man.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
listen to me. I know some cats, like, real serious. They don't care what type of credentials you have, whether you SEAL force, whatever. They don't care who you are. They gonna run up on you like on some real. It's just
They won't be running far.
Not dating. They're, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some real stuff. I know some cats who don't really give a flying fuck who the hell your dude is. Like, on some real.
I mean, like I was saying, bro, it is what it is. I know, like, you just got to know what you're dealing with. It depends on the relationship between the man and the woman. Now, as far as me, I'm gonna always encourage the man to be in the kid's life, you know. So you'll never get that from T, like, oh, and I'm trying to take the kid or hate on him or, you know, say some foul stuff about your dad or something. Like, I never do that, because everybody need their pops and their mother, you know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't dealing with multiple, and I don't see how women deal with multiple. You know, some of my partners like that, you know, and I mean, hey, they happily married and all that, you know. So I'm not saying it's not possible, but that just ain't something I'm gonna do. You feel me?
Nope.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
you know, some people override whatever those outside relationships are because they love that person so deeply. They don't care what, you know what I'm saying, that baby daddy or baby mama got going on, you know, to where they'll say it's about the kids and us, you know what I'm saying? Forget that individual, honestly.
Yeah. Somebody asked me how many kids I get. I don't have any kids at this moment. I'm not having kids.
That you know of.
I don't have any kids. I'm a virgin, so y'all need to cut that out. Any final comments on this topic?
I just want to say that what I was speaking on is not an alpha beta brother. I'm talking about a member of Phi Beta Sigma, not alpha beta chapter, Jackson State University.
Absolutely.
Why they had
Any other final comments?
I just want to kind of piggyback off T, and I will say this, that I know that my dad and my stepmom's ex-husband, who she has 2 kids for, they get along fine. But that's just some mature stuff. That's like you have to be at a certain level of that. Plus, my dad's ex-wife, her husband and my dad are cool, and like they call each other and talk and all that. So you have to be at a certain maturity level to be able to deal with, you know, your significant other's child's parent. Like, and T, are you sitting on the bed? Is that a camera on the bed?
No, man, I'm on the couch, nigga. I'm on the couch, man.
Is that a camera on the couch?
Nah, what you talking about up there? That's the thermostat.
No, behind you, my nigga.
Oh, that's right there. Oh, that's the other way.
That's the camera. That's the thermostat.
You saying you trying to get OnlyFans on?
Man, chill out, man. Chill out, man.
He in the art room. Y'all know
He on the OnlyFans talking.
Hey, he going from the studio to the patio to the art room.
That boy having eclectic sex.
Hey, don't forget on that patio, he got that trap door.
He got a 4,000 square foot house on us, man.
I gotta go, man. Let me leave. Let me leave right now.
How we get a 4,000 square foot house too, man? Let me know.
So hold on. So we are going to support black businesses on this show, and even y'all in the comments. T, gon' drop your OnlyFans link in the comments so the women can subscribe.
Yeah, man. Y'all can get the Hustle Hard merch at hustlehardcampaign.com. You know, that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right, for this final topic, I'm not gonna go into it too much into detail. We see it on social media. Y'all talked about it in the group chat, and if you think I'm lying, I will pull it up again. But is there a culture of men bash? I think Jay Ward brought this one up. So I want to start out with you.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna start out with you, Jay Ward. What do you think and what do you see? Is there a culture of men bash? I'm not even gonna get specific with black men, just men. Is there a culture of men?
Take a shot.
He finna do a whole lot of lying. He taking a shot for himself.
Right?
Try to keep his face straight. Look at.
So, I actually don't think that there's a culture of men bashing. I think there's a culture of men not holding themselves accountable for the things that we have done. And
I'll be right back. Yeah,
I'm serious, and I feel
Jay Ward muted. So he did this on purpose. He intentionally dropped it. You know, I'm gonna
all right. So
go ahead.
I think that for years, men have we put ourselves in situations to where people have wanted to say things about how men do things, and then it's like, oh well, you know, now when women finally start calling men out on this bull, men can't handle it. And I saw a post that said, can men take the hurt that they dish out? And the answer is absolutely no. And men, we have to hold ourselves accountable. Now I know this is not, you know, the case with all men, but a lot of times we make this bed, and now that people are calling us out on it, I think it's something that we can't handle, and we want to rush and say that, man, women always trying to call men toxic, but a lot of times that men, we are really toxic as hell. So I think that we have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we've done, whether it's now or in the past. We have to hold ourselves accountable for all the things that we've done. And we also have to make sure that if we set a better example, then we won't have to feel like we're being bashed, because then we will be praised for the things that we do. I also feel like, last little bit on this, and I'm about to be muted, but there's no gay agenda and there's no attack on that. So I think anytime I hear that's straight bull, and I hate when I hear that. So as men, we have to make sure that we know that we got to uphold our end of the bargain. We want women to basically, I've heard a lot of.
Go ahead, E. That's enough.
Exactly, bro. I was waiting on that.
That's enough.
Truly disgusted by Jay Ward's comments. He has lost his sense and touch with reality. He's living in the fantasy world. He doesn't know up from down, left from right. He doesn't know the sky is blue, because he is obviously lost in the sauce.
And how is he lost in the sauce? What you mean by that?
There is obviously an agenda against men. Case in point, they have these things saying that you see all the time on social media. Men need to express themselves more. The moment a man does, what happens? They get told to shut the fuck up. So it's like, what the fuck am I talking for? You tell me to be more open, then next thing you know, I get bashed for it. Here's another point. It's a black dude up there in New York I think he quit his job, and he sleeps outside of this black woman's house to protect her from her racist ass neighbors, because
79 days.
He been out there. How long he been out there?
79 days.
79 days with guns, to GoFundMe. He paying her rent. You don't even know this lady. But the narrative is black men don't protect black women.
Right.
What do y'all want from us? How it just baffles me, because it's just nothing that we do is considered right or good enough. So there's obviously an attack on us. You know what I'm saying? We can't be too manly, otherwise we become toxic. We can't be too soft, otherwise we not man enough. We can't even goddamn sit around and just want to read a book, because now we all of a sudden nerds. We can't even want to better ourselves. You know what I'm saying? There is no place where a black man in America has peace. There, I said it.
I'm gonna piggyback behind you, my conscience, because I'm gonna allow you to be my conscience in this moment, E. Because I'm gonna get a little deeper and probably a little bit raunchier. So with that being said, our women, and yes, we too have allowed society to tear us the fuck down in every way possible. And then we have bought into this bullshit. You can't go onto no social media. I don't care if it's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. It's somebody down in some black man somewhere. It is no positivity about no black man. You may see about a 15 post, one black woman saying, "Oh, my husband did this," at the most. But you don't even have our sisters lifting up their brothers who they live with, saying, "My brother that I live with is a great man. My daddy on a daily is a great man." Ain't nobody fighting society's stereotypical bullshit that they put out there for us. Nobody. Ain't nobody wife on a daily saying, "My husband is fucking great." But they're a man, a homegirl, they're saying there's some nigga on some bullshit, but they ain't putting that shit out there. Let's be real. And then we have to deal with outside counterparts that's been whooping us, whether it's on the social economic end, whether it's on the mental end, back to slavery. We've been getting whooped always. And then for us to...
Yeah, let's bring it back. Because I didn't want to make it specific to just black men, even though that's kind of where we getting at.
Nigga, we black. We
what
black
I am.
men.
We
Nigga,
black.
what you
What I
mean?
am.
I only can speak on being black, my brother.
Well, there we are.
Yeah, that's all I can
Speak on being black, my brother.
But it was another point too. This Chanel dropped a comment. That's just Twitter. That's just social media. Women make jokes, not bash, all day and then go.
Jokes have a comedian once said jokes have at least 50% truth in them. So you can save all that it's just joke stuff because a joke sooner or later comes to, you know what I'm saying, comes to.
But what I was gonna say was, so does that contribute to the bashing, or we see the culture of men bashing because it's more profitable, or you get more clicks when you talk negative about men rather than uplifting?
It's profitable to kill the black man in any way possible. That's just it. I can destroy the family. I can destroy that man. It's profitable. I can turn profit now into media once a black man dies. I can make number merchandise. I can run commercials. I can do all of this. When a black man all of a sudden gets some do something and all of a sudden it's a big case. It's on every news coverage. It's money behind it. It's money behind a black man getting in trouble. It's money behind black man being black bashed. Let's be real about it. It's financially driven, whether it's faith-based or whether it's in your home.
I kind of want to go to first. I'm gonna go Rob first. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, so I saw somebody say that our fathers even needed anymore. That's when I knew that the world had turned upside the hell down. Because I agree with what everybody said, but the specific thing is the age of men and the things that men have to do on top of the stuff that they used to do. No one ever talks about that. Like, no one ever talks about the men that's at home sweeping, folding clothes, taking care of the kids. Literally all you hear about is the bad stuff that men do. So it gives the appearance that all men ain't shit. Like, no one talks about the men that are, doing the damn thing. No one talks about the single fathers. No one talks about the men that are going to work full time and then coming home and taking care of home. No one talks about the men, that are spending all their time either going to school and then taking care of their kids. Literally all you hear about are the men who are cheating and beating and killing women and other men. That's all you hear about. So because of that's all you hear about, you have this perception about men that all men ain't shit. And that's, most people go with perception is reality. And then the other thing I see is if a woman starts talking about a man that is doing the things that every woman wishes their man does, they call him a pick-me. They say they're pandering. And so they basically shut them down. And so you have all these women who have men in their lives who are protecting them. They have men in their lives that are taking care of them. They have men in their lives that are giving them a bed to sleep in, putting food on the table, taking care of all the kids that aren't even there, taking care of the house, managing all the finances, paying all the bills, and you never hear a woman say anything about that. You never hear them say anything.
They can't say nothing about it because they scared somebody gonna try to come infringe on they you know what I'm saying?
So you
gotta
only
jump in.
hear about the
in,
men that are cheating.
No, Jay,
you only
Ward.
hear about the men that ain't cheating.
Hold on,
I want to hear I want to hear more women talk about their man, not just on Father's Day, not just on the anniversary. I want to hear women talk about the good men in their lives that are doing stuff for them that other women wish men were doing for them.
Hold
That's
on,
what I want to hear.
Can I say this real quick? Now I can't agree with that because there are plenty of women who congratulate and celebrate Sierra for being with Russell Wilson, and y'all call Russell Wilson a lame, and y'all get mad when he's praised. Now I can't say that because there are plenty of women who acknowledge the fact that man rides for his woman. So it's a lot of people that call him lame.
They make him seem like he's the only one doing it. They make it seem like he's the only one doing it. So
we just told you men don't care about what the woman does for a living or what they have done in their past. You know what I'm saying? We already said that last week. So let's not talk about Sierra, man. Please.
I'm
Jay
just
Ward
saying.
always trying to play Captain Saver.
I
Nah,
told
and
y'all.
then
Standard.
I told y'all about Sierra a long time ago in episode 2.
also, I feel like this. I feel like this. As men, we have to stop seeking praise for stuff that we're supposed to do. That's
That's
just
not
like
true.
if my kid does
Tell him
something that he's
again,
supposed
Rob.
to
Tell
do,
him
I'm
again,
not about
Rob.
to throw him a party for that.
Let J Ward finish. Let J
I'm
Ward.
not throwing my kid a party because you peed in the toilet. You're supposed to. So I think that I don't think that we should seek all this. I do think that as men we do need praise and we do need to be lifted up.
But you're
But
gonna punish
because
him
you
for pissing on the
but
floor.
because you took the trash out, don't wait for nobody to throw you a party because you should be doing that anyway. So just because you better than most scumbags, that doesn't mean you need a parade. So I think that you do want your woman to build you up, but when you do everyday common things like, "Ooh, babe, I set the alarm," she ain't supposed to be super
Come
excited
on.
about that because you set the
Hold on.
alarm.
Let him finish.
What the fuck?
Let him finish.
Man, listen.
Mute Jay Ward ass again for that
No,
damn
because
mentality.
men,
Mute
it's like
his ass.
men want to. I don't beat on my
I
woman.
have a question.
I don't beat on my woman, so I want a parade because I don't whoop my woman. No, you're
Ain't
not
nobody
supposed
talking
to.
about nobody wanting a
I have a
parade for not. Come on, Jay Ward.
I'm gonna let Rob. I thought I saw Rob had a comment or
I have a question.
rebutting Rob, rebutting
All
Rob.
right.
Go
Listen.
ahead.
That ain't true, man. So we praise moms all year for doing stuff they supposed to do. All year because we feel like, mom is the standard. And like I said, I agree. I love my mom. The difference is, where's the dad? Where's the praise for the dad? Mom is supposed to be cooking. Mom is supposed to be doing this. Mom is supposed to be doing that. That doesn't stop us from praising mom. Wife is supposed to do X, Y, Z. That don't stop us from
Same
praising wife.
energy.
Everybody deserves to be praised for something positive. The whole
Thank you.
society is based on negativity. It's based on
Thank you.
negativity.
Thank
Everything,
you.
negativity drives everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear about the couples who stay married for 30 years in Hollywood. You hear about the ones that the partner's cheating on them or
Mhm.
beating them and stuff like that. You never hear about the Grant Hills and the Tamias. You don't hear about them. You don't hear about the people who are striving, surviving, doing what they're supposed to do. I think we need to highlight those people more instead of always talking about the relationships that are toxic and always having issues and stuff like that. We should be praising that stuff more. We should be lifting those people up more. We should be.
Now,
But negativity sells. Let's be honest. I know Jay Ward said women are not toxic, but they're some of the biggest consumers. So anytime something negative pop up, it sells. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah. What you had a question, E?
First of all, right. It was to Jay Ward. He was saying like women. He's like men don't need to be looking for praise for things they supposed to do. Okay, but it's just like what Rob said, women do things they supposed to do. Guess what? We supposed to take care of them, get them gifts, supposed to take them to get their nails done, get their hair did, all
Show
types of shit.
appreciation, as
But
they
then,
call it.
where's this same energy when Father's Day come around? Motherfuckers get you a card and a tie. It don't matter what the fuck you done did for them.
Hey, no, Evan. Hey, I got you. You know what they say? I got you real fast. They be like, I cook your meals every day, or I do this, but I know they'll be like, well, I don't, that ain't something I'm supposed to do. So what if they tell you that?
But if you also cook throughout the year, then she can't use that as a gift.
If
Yes, you can.
if I can cook and clean, and that's all I needed of my woman to do, I will be by myself.
But
That's what I'm
Because I
saying.
can
So if you
tell.
already cooking and cleaning, then they won't try to give that to you as a gift because you already.
me, J Ward, and E.
Thank you, goddamn.
Go ahead.
Why would you do that? Why would you do
Jay,
that?
Jay Ward.
Go ahead, T.
Listen, Jay Ward does have a point. Okay, he does have a
Get out of
point.
here.
No. He does. Jay Ward has a point about men bashing because of black men not, handling their business sometimes. And that's what's being pushed to the masses. So let's put on our black systematic oppression hat. Listen, the destruction of the black man started with the family. They saw the power in black unity when Martin Luther King was at the top of his height. After they killed Martin Luther King, they said, how can we stop the power structure of the black race? So what did they do? They targeted the black family, which starts with the black man. Boom, take the black man out the family. Boom, come back through with the drug trade and the Reagan era, crack in the inner cities, take the black man, 3-strike rule, put you in jail. 2020, now we are stuck with no black men that either are educated or in jail or all this stuff. So Jay Ward is right that some of us are not handling our business, but it is systematic at the end of the day. It is designed that way because they wanted to take away the black power structure. You know what I'm saying? That's how that went. So Jay Ward is
They
right.
only showing the ones who are not handling business. Look at
Right. That's where I'm going next. So Jay Ward is right on that. But the media pushes this narrative that black men are this and black men are that, when black men are the number one person in kids' life in the United States. Like it's facts. It's studies on this that black men are involved with their kids more than other races. Mm-hmm. Not even black men being involved with their kids. What about all these pee-wee coaches and people that mentoring these kids and stuff like that? We are involved. They just don't push that out there. So even though Jay Ward put his little spice on it because he be trying to cater and do all his Superman capping, he has a point. He just went about that point on his damn Derrick Jackson shit.
Because Fifi just made a comment. We're gonna wrap this up. She said, I keep it nice coming home to the kids' bed and bed, kitchen clean, swept and mopped, lights on outside, I'm not walking in the dark, blah, blah, blah. She's grateful, right? So I know y'all said that you're not supposed to get praise, you don't receive praise for things you're supposed to. But my question is, why not? What's wrong with showing appreciation for doing things like taking out the trash and mopping and you did everything around the house, so she come home and like Crow say juggle them balls. What's wrong with showing them doing those things? And I think that will encourage them to do it more often. And vice versa. That's the only thing I had. The only question I had. Anybody else want to wrap this topic up? Jay Ward, you got your final comments?
You never take anything for granted. You never take anything your partner is doing for granted. It doesn't matter if they're supposed to do it or not. When I get a meal, when I get a bottle of water, when I get a brownie, I'm thankful, because just because you're supposed to do it doesn't mean you have to do it. There's a difference. So you should be thankful with anything that your partner is doing, not only for you, but for the house, because it goes a long way. Well, as you get longer in your relationship, most people start taking their partner for granted because they're supposed to be doing that stuff, and they end up underappreciating the person that they're with because they feel like that's what they're supposed to do, and everybody's getting that in their relationship, and everybody is not. Trust me.
Shout out to Mimi, because that's what I was going to say. I think it all depends too on your love language and your partner's love language. If you know words of affirmation is your love language, your partner's love language, then that's something that you should do. Like, I know with a lot of men, and this might be a bit explicit, so excuse me, Grandma, but this kind of hitting at what Crow was saying,
Grandma.
So I may not want you to give me a pat on the back, but I might need you to sometimes just come and juggle the balls. And so, out of, hey, you've been doing so much. I know you have so much stress on you, so I need to juggle the balls so that, you can make it through your day. So that's one of those things that, sometimes I think women miss, is that's appreciated sometimes, that, hey, I know we normally do foreplay, we normally do all these other things, but tonight I just need to release. I need a drink, and I just need to decompress. And I think that sometimes that's often missed. And then sometimes, your woman don't want actual sex. She might just want like a really good foot rub. So we have to know, and I think that goes back to being friends with your partner and knowing their desires and knowing what they need. Not necessarily best friends, but you just know that, damn, like, she really needs to go take a walk. Let's go take a walk. Like I know, like you ain't all the way here with me, so let's just go take a walk. And that's the type of stuff that you learn when you're actually friends with your partner and you are in a partnership and not a dictatorship that a lot of toxic men like to be in, which is a dictatorship.
Yeah, but
Why every time you talk, you got to throw about some men being toxic, man? Even if you're making a good point.
Not all men, T.
I'll say,
just the toxic men. The toxic men.
Hey, don't forget, hey T, don't forget he said he once was a toxic man back in the day.
Jay Ward be making some good ass comments and shit. Then he just throw all that. I'm like,
oh, but to Jay Ward's point, I don't think it's in it. You know, none of us fit that toxic male persona.
No, we don't. And that's in all honesty. We don't.
Other men that's not alpha beta. We don't mind rubbing feet or eating it from the. I'm sorry,
I don't do feet.
Swift, your grandmother is probably on here, man.
So he don't do feet. He don't do women with kids. Like he got a lot of stipulations. Like he bougie. He bad and bougie.
Let's wrap it up with this
somebody on
bougie.
But I'm happy though.
He said I'm not a bottom feeder though.
Let's just wrap it up.
You know what? I ain't gotta come back. I ain't got a rebuttal. You got that one, T. You got that one.
I'm not even gonna say
take that. Come on, I did it.
I ain't even.
I'm gonna say this. If my woman want me to rub her feet or be the bottom feeder, it don't matter. What's up? Whatever make you happy. But moving on. Jess Fallon said, "Are y'all not being praised by the women in your life, or is it a problem on social media?" And I think we're talking about the culture. We're talking about social media. But I'm gonna let y'all respond. What do y'all think?
Bro, I mean, we talked about this in a couple episodes. Like men, we just have to go with the flow, bro. We don't never get a chance to be. Now, as far as the woman praising you, of course, that's what we all would like. That's what we all get. I hope. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, those type of spurts come here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because you just do what you do as a man. With either you like that's back in the rapping day. They're like, you need to do the show, and if you have 10 people in the audience or you have 1,000 people in the audience, you still have to bring the same energy every day. Right. So that's how you look at a relationship. That's how you look at the world. And that's how you, as a man, you just own it. I'm
gonna put it this way, T. I'm gonna use this analogy. I hold a door for women wherever I go, hold elevator doors, whatever. I don't do it to look for a praise for them. I'm grateful when I get a praise and I feel excellent on the inside. When they be like, "Oh my goodness, Chivalry's still alive," da 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 da. But at the end of the day, it's something that I
do it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that I want to do, something that needs to be done for our women. But at the same time, a lot of them don't praise, but I'm happy when I do get their praise and make me feel some way like, okay, they recognize that a man is in their midst holding the door for them.
Absolutely. So we're gonna wrap this up. Final comments overall, because we've been going for a little minute. I know y'all want to watch the game. So we're gonna wrap this up. Final comments on the show tonight. T.
Let me see. What did we talk? Oh yeah. Do you have to be best friends to be married? I don't think so. I think that you would eventually like to be that, you know. And I think that your friends play their position. Your woman plays her position. Y'all can't hear me or something?
No, we laughing at Crow.
Oh, okay, Crow. Okay. Yeah. Now I was just saying, like, I don't think you have to be best friend. I think that she needs to be your intimate partner. She needs to be your partner spiritually and all that stuff. But as far as best friend, I mean, if it is that way, then that's perfect. Could you date someone with multiple baby daddies? Nah, I can't do it. I wouldn't suggest a woman to do it. I mean, they say that, oh, well, y'all expect us to not do this, but y'all could do it. Now, I'm both ways. I ain't with it on both sides. And as far as men bashing, of course, people is a lot of man bashing going on, but I think that it is placed that way by the media. They don't never want to show the good side for the black man or black relationships. And all of these black media companies are owned by white people, so they push that agenda.
E.
I know this is usually the part where I said what I said.
Putting it on.
That is different. I'm still in disgust behind Jay Ward's comments. It's abysmal, dry, musty, lethargic, tragic, inhumane
Hey, boy, you not talking about.
comment that he spewed out of his mouth today.
You got that man Chris Brown and they're taking it to the head.
I don't know what to say to this man anymore. As a colleague, I don't know. We need to start a GoFundMe for Jay Ward to get some psychiatric help to get him back in touch with reality. That is all at this point. And stop drinking them little ass bottles, bro.
Jay Ward.
I'm not gonna
Throw that shit out the goddamn airplane.
Hey, you sound like the dude from Harlem Nights when he was like, "Quit shooting
I'm
that
shooting that little ass gun.
right?"
Don't shoot that little no more. Let me say this. I got a couple points. In no particular order. About the baby dads. Like my mom had 3 baby daddies, so it's like if nobody ever gave her a shot at love, then I wouldn't have been raised by 2 great stepdads. So it's just like it's one of those things that if it was good, a lot of our parents were in that situation. So I wouldn't be closed-minded to it. It's not necessarily my preference, but I wouldn't be closed-minded to it. One point that I did not make that I really wanted to make: sensitivity and being too sensitive is something that a lot of men, in particular men that are somewhat toxic, they really like to rely on. Men are too sensitive and the world is too sensitive and everything is PC. But then when the shoe's on the other foot and they get some criticism, they can't take it. So that means you're being a little bit too sensitive, but that's all I'm gonna say on that. When it comes to the media and men not being praised and men being torn down, I think ultimately men would love to see some equal representation on the social media, whereas they're talking about, like there are a lot of great men and things like that. And I also want to end with that's what our brothers and sisters and our friends from the LGBTQ community want to feel like. They want to be equally represented as well. And they want to be seen as something outside of who they decide to be in love with. So I do think that it's important to represent all people. And that's what I do as a writer. I try to represent all people, whether big, small. I don't really care about your sexual orientation. My characters don't really reflect that. So as a writer, I try to go to the writing table and write characters that don't reflect it, because that has nothing to do with the storyline itself. So I think a lot of times people feel like that's forced because it has nothing to do with the storyline. So I can see why certain people say that. So I just want everybody to know that representation is important. And I do want to say that T and E and Crow and Swift and Rob made some excellent points tonight. So these brothers are on the right path. They're great alpha beta men, and they really know how to make they really know how to make great statements. So shout out to alpha beta, and shout out to Senator Harris. She dodged a lot of questions, but she did answer some. So I think she did her job in the debate.
Jay Ward. No, Swift, please. Jay, why you bring us Kamala Harris, bro? You pandering again, bro. Come on, man. Jay Ward pandering to this base. You pandering to your base, boy. Nah, for real though, Swift. Jay Ward right, because Kamala Harris, she had to really play that part as far as not coming off as the angry black woman. So we definitely need to give her a big shout out, because that was hard. That was hard to do.
Jay Ward was talking about her dodging specific questions and not coming off at a certain personality. I think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just saying she did a great job. She did a great job being,
She had an excellent opportunity to tell Pence that, look, that prosecutor could have prosecuted them himself without bringing in a grand jury. And I think she failed to mention that. Like he died. Yeah, he could have brought that up himself. He could have charged them himself.
We talk about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So should you be best friends with someone you're married to? No. You don't have to be best friends to get married. You need to be best friends to stay married. I'm pretty consistent with that one.
That's a word.
As you grow with somebody, you need to get closer with that person, open up more, and you should be able to trust that person to be vulnerable with that person. They should trust you to let you be vulnerable with them. Let's see, what was the next one? Most of baby daddies, no. Pretty consistent with that one. No, 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 no. The culture of man bashing, yes, there is. I see it pretty consistently. But what we have to do as men is we have to lift other men up because nobody else is going to do it. We have to make sure that we stick by one another and we hold each other accountable, not Jay Ward accountable, but we have to hold each other accountable.
All right. I'm gonna say this. I think Jay Ward basically saying y'all need a Ralph where what Ralph say you need a man that's sensitive. You need a man with sensitivity.
No, cut it out.
I'm
he wasn't born when that came out, so he doesn't understand.
You showing your age, boy.
I know this all.
Crowley is showing his age, and I'm gonna top that, and I'm gonna put it on the Instagram page.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I got that Diddy in me. Take that. I definitely want to give a shout out to Kimberly. Trust me, I don't look past my queens when they are uplifting. And I'm gonna be out of order right here. For me and bashing, it's not so much social media. You even hear it just being at work or being at a grocery store. Just somebody either speaking negatively towards or about their spouse or about someone that they encountered versus speaking on that individual that may be a black male that helped them that day, that held the door that day, whether it was simple and small or something big. So you don't hear those things. You hear the quick spews or whatever. Then you got let's see, you got baby daddy. Hey, my limit is two, to truly be honest. I go with 3 for special circumstances, but it's all about maturity, as everybody stated. If he about his kids, I'm definitely rock and rolling with him. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down, have a drink together. You know what I'm saying? Lay down some boundaries and structures because it's about the kids. Because I'm gonna be the same way about mine. You know what I'm saying? But how you love on, you know what I'm saying, the young lady is how, whatever. And then when it comes to being friends with the marriage, I see it levels to it. Rob kind of I just read the message. I said it's levels to the marriage, and Rob said, it's levels to growth. Basically, the kind of same thing what Rob said, is growing with that individual, understanding. But at the same time, you need a woosah moment, as we like to say now, to where you can vent to your homegirls about certain things. And we vent to our guys about certain things, but being able to be truthful about your feelings at the same time. Be like, yeah, I talked to his musty ass about this situation. Or I talked to her dusty ass about this situation. But I need to vent and feel like, hey, I talked to the fella, she talked to the females, and that was that.
So I'm gonna wrap it up by first saying I appreciate everyone that has tuned in and watched and left comments. We really appreciate you. We do not take that for granted, and we love the interaction. Please continue to chime in and let us know how you think on these topics and drive the conversation as well. And if you have a topic that you want us to touch on, please either write me or anyone in this group on this panel, and we will definitely bring that up.
Can I say something real quick? It's serious. It's serious. I just want to say rest in peace to Mr. Robert Fields out in San Diego, a very great man who raised some excellent kids. Rest in peace to him and my condolences to his family. But go ahead.
Absolutely. No problem. And condolences to my tail dog, his family. He's in Mississippi right now, I think, dealing with that as well. But once again, appreciation to everyone that watched the show. If you have anything you want us to touch on, please leave us a comment. Leave any of us a comment, and we'll bring it up in the group chat. And speaking of group chat, I saw someone in the comments, a few people say y'all want to get added to the group chat. That is absolutely not happening. It will never happen. And
We need the brothers vent too. We need the brothers vent too group chat.
Hey, that might be kind of lit
like
though.
me.
That might be kind of lit. Hey, for real. Hey, but no.
So y'all want a combined group chat with the people with the.
Hey, I think that'll be dope, Loki.
Yeah, I like that.
No. We'll do a Discord. That's a little better. I'll tell y'all about it.
I don't know what that is. You're not speaking my language, but go ahead.
I'm the tech. I'm the tech, bro.
Man.
What else?
He's smart.
But hold on. For real. All seriousness, please send topics if you have them. I know Swift, he just be brushing through that, but definitely please send topics so we can talk about it because it definitely helps the show. I promise. Please. That's it. Oh yeah. Follow the Instagram page, Brothers Vent too.
Man, we love y'all. Thank y'all for taking time out y'all Friday.
Go ahead, Swift.
Don't worry about it. Since y'all want to play, we can play. Like I was saying, now that I'm no longer interrupted by the other members of the group, this is Swift Ruffin and the Ventations. I just want to make sure that's known. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We really appreciate you. I am not drunk. I am sleeping. I work on my dissertation. But we really appreciate y'all. We may do a group chat or a Discord, but please continue to chime in week by week and leave topics. Go mob to the good brother. I see you, Calvin. Hey, Kim, classmate. We love and appreciate everyone, and please continue to come out. I don't have any topics.
Boy, you dirty nigga. You dirty boy. You so dirty, man.
I'm done now.
Hey,
but
man.
The Discord, the group chat.
I ain't even say nothing.
Oh, hey, we love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all stay strong. Hey, y'all be safe. Be easy.